got Young Guns versus Envy versus Vaiiya versus 6-foot Underdogs. And Rio, these teams are very storied in the scene.
Absolutely. We have a lot of names in here that have been around for a very long time. A lot of them have also signed with orgs recently, like Envy. If you really want to see some amazing matches by these teams, Envy had a great run just a week ago in the Ape Squad event, going up against Nightmare. And really just looking at the rest of the list, you can recognize a lot of the names here. If you have been in the scene, watch some of these streamers, and you will really recognize a lot of these teams. So this is going to be an insane first bracket, and I am excited to see where it goes.
I think Envy is going to take the easy road.
I did put Envy, and that's what's going to come up, because I have to go with my head on this one.
I definitely share what all of the casters have, and it's Team Envy. They have been around. They're some of the most fun players to watch. They really embrace the meta, and they are really quick to adapt as well. And that's one of the things that you really need if you're a top-level team.
For the Stockholm Major, all begins right here. Let's have a look at this fight between 6-foot Underdogs and Vaiiya. Coming up those stairs, 6-foot Underdogs in a decent position. That's a great RPG to open things. An excellent winch to follow up, and Serginal is made mincemeat of by Toxic Joe, who finds a second, but leaves the last one standing for Vaiiya. But he's got too many bodies surrounding him.
Yeah, and look at that too. On top of the goo, they're running an APS turret. So this little platform up here is pretty safe from anything that would knock it down generally. So
it looks like Vaiiya turn their attention to the other cash out. Cash out B still in progress, and the attempt being made to try and steal. Lots of shots coming up. Papignon, but these get the kills. And there's the follow-up from these. That's the team wipe. They do have time here after taking Young Guns down to steal their cash. And I don't think anyone's about to stop them.
Wow, that was great. We were just talking about how great the defense is by the Young Guns, and boop, Vaiiya just comes in there and absolutely shuts them down. That was a great kill, great steal, and really a great play to get us started.
Picking up on their defense, and they're going to open a long sight line here so they can hold from across. In fact, they're going to try and winch out the window. A piece of debris almost prevents them from making that work, but thankfully it slips.
Yeah, and it looks like right now the cash out is almost halfway there for Team Envy. What we're watching now is the Young Guns try and make their advance. This is a very difficult cash out to push into, mainly because it is so exposed. So they need to find a way to get in control of Team Envy, get a kill, find an opening, really anything. But right now, they're just going at a very slow pace. They decide to winch claw it into the building. This will be great because it's going to force Envy to drop down, find their spot, but look at all the smoke. This is a great strategy. Basically, they have to dive in there, and they're building a goo wall as well. The healing beam, it looks like they're going to get him, but that winch claw immediately pulls him out and stops the steal. He can't find a kill in that swing, and sadly, it looks like the rest of them are about to die. Young Guns are very low. Honor the last one remaining, but there's no way to survive for much longer.
Envy already having started their final cash out. They are well out in front. They wouldn't mind a double here, as it would prevent any sort of horrific scenario where both purple and orange jump ahead of them in that exciting bar graph. But every other team seems more focused on getting that plug and avoiding Envy entirely. Second place is still firmly up for grabs for whoever gets the other cash out if this isn't double.
Absolutely, and the cash shuttles are getting up there. Really, the only person struggling right now are the 6-foot Underdogs. They're able to get anything going. They'd love to get a double, but look at all this SA shotguns just dealing damage. Dive
Envy!
They get caught from behind. Nice little wind crop brings Rizzy down, throwing a dome shield, saves himself for just a second, but he is incredibly low, and they need to get out there because right now, it looks like the Young Guns are making an attempt to steal this cash out. They're going to try and stall it with the goo, but I'm not sure they're able to. The APS stops it, but look at that. The Young Guns got the steal off. That APS absolutely ate that goo grenade, but the 6-foot Underdogs are here.
Oh my god, and they might go through. It's the 6-foot Underdogs in ownership of the cash out despite being wiped now. Vaiiya and Envy going at each other's throats. Can Vaiiya get the kills they need to force this steal back? Everyone is still in play. Stooge finds that crucial kill on Capinio. Another denial for an Honor the Pure. That's Young Guns coming in. They are in a position where they can try and steal, but no time, Rio. It will be Envy and Underdogs going through to the best of 3.
The Underdogs had $3,500 before they made it through.
That is unbelievable. I sense some bad blood there. Envy going straight after Vaiiya, while Vaiiya were preparing to protect their doubled cash out. Envy knew that they had a better chance. against the Underdogs in this best of 3, and that is how you play a tournament right there, Artie.
Let's get started in the 3 versus 3s. Can the 6-foot Underdogs make a run against Team Envy? Well, we're about to find out, Jerry. Looks like Stooge now has the vault. He's going to take it over to cash out a nice little gateway to get them there closer and faster. And there it is. The plug is on. I'm not seeing any C4 being placed just yet, but the rest of his team needs to catch up.
Here we go. They decide to find an entryway that includes some cover indoors. Closing the distance here. They've got a jump pad set up and multiple barrels with the RPGs. They're going to try and find their targets in midair, but that's easier said than done. Great shots, though, coming out as STN goes down to low HP, but unfortunately, that is the last of 6 feet Underdogs. We were watching Walk FPS there, trying to dish out the damage while his teammates around him fell like flies.
Yeah.
The cash out now being winched outdoors. A new puzzle for 6 feet Underdogs to solve, and a bit of goo placed opposite it. Right now, they've decided they're not going to try and do steal. They're just going to get these kills and follow up with a steal afterwards. The goal here from Envy is to kite away, but the winch is going to make that very difficult. A great one, but the follow-up is there from STN to support his heavy. Busy might have been a goner otherwise. 3 versus 2 now. Only 20 seconds left on the timer. 6 foot Underdogs, a man down. I don't think they're going to crawl their way out of this one, Rio.
Yeah, it is running really close. They're trying their heart out, but time is ticking out there. They have done everything they can to make this push slightly harder for anybody that is pushing them. There's the cash out going the way of Envy. They're still chasing down those kills. Toxic Joe being the last one remaining. Well, set up off to the right, and there is the reverse bounce. They dive directly in there. That winch club pulls him out. The first one goes down, and it looks like Famaz is close second. He's trying to stay alive, but Walk is the last person remaining, going against all 3 over there without a lot of damage taken from them, but they're immediately in this engagement. It seems like STN and the rest of his team are just dealing the hurt. Can anybody get any kill here? The 93R shots are popping off. There's the H+ Infuser dealing a little bit of health up to his teammate.
Wow.
But there's a first kill.
That is pure confidence from Stooge. I was going to say that Envy might be overstretching themselves a little bit here, but at this point, they are just decimating 6 foot Underdogs.
And right now, it looks like we're starting one more engagement over this cash out. Everybody is diving in there. The healing beams are going off, and they are keeping Toxic Joe up there. You want to keep that heavy nice and healthy so he can deal some good damage, but getting trapped in the stairwell is a death sentence for most of them. They are getting chased down. It looks like Walk is surviving on 1 bar, but now he is the last person surviving in this battle. Doesn't look good, Jerry.
Yeah, Infuser, he regroups, finds him. This should be an easy cleanup now, and unfortunately, you don't see Flamaz and Toxic Joe heal themselves up in the same way. That's another team wipe going the way of Envy. So far, it's just one-way traffic. They've got it in a decent spot. Envy now, though, can surround them. There's some good goo out, but it is cleared. There's the dome. Even more protection being afforded to Toxic Joe, but not enough as that glitch clears the dome quite effectively. About 30 seconds or so left, but STN comes in with that clean kill onto Toxic Joe. Down goes Flamaz, down goes Walk, and surely now, Rio, that is it. There's maybe 25 seconds left. I don't think it's possible. The spawn only just coming in. Envy once again setting off fireworks, but this time is to celebrate their trip to Stockholm in the very near future. Congratulations to Envy. You are our first North American ticket holders.
Yes, congratulations.
But this was a flawless show from Envy. 0 deaths across the board. And I will say that STN2K died once on Sister Rise in 3v3.